Welcome. This is the part 3 of the video that we have been, can I say, we've been on. We actually broke the video into 3 parts to avoid the video coming too long for just watching it at once. So we created it in such a way that you can just take time, about 15 minutes, watch the first part 1, watch part 2, and then part 3. So we are now on part 3. So all of the disclaimers that we have put at part 1 still run because this is one video just separated in 3 places. So please just uh, 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 pay attention, and you're going to get the third principle that will be able to guarantee you a lasting marriage relationship. We said number 1, love at first sight. Number 2, the law of investment. Is he giving you gifts? Is she giving you gifts, or is really investing in your future? The person who invests in your future, what he will do for you, not what the two of you will enjoy for the now, but what will be enjoyed in the future. That is the person who really will live with you for a long time, because he will continue to work to improve upon your future. Well, number 3. Number 3 will be like a question. How is a question? How much do you enjoy the presence of your partner you intend to get married to? If you can't stand a man for 20 minutes, have a smooth conversation, how are you sure you will live with him for 50 years? If you can't stand the lady, when she talks, you just enduring for the time to, how? This is why, please permit me, I don't want to sound bad, but if you look at some of these spoiled brats around, when you hear their arrogance in their speech, you're just enduring them. But you know what? Girls, boys, that is in the church, people who are claiming that they are in love and they want to marry, they know that they can't stand the arrogance of the other partner. Yet, maybe their parents have brought them together because they have been long-time business partners, and they just want them to click so that will click for their business, and you are falling for that. Is a clear proof that it may take only 2 months before you are separated after getting married. The person that you will stay long with, or live long with, the person that you will spend your lifetime with, you will enjoy the person's company. When you stay around the person, time just flies away. That's one of the strong indications. You know, he knows that when you two are together, you are just in a zone where there is no time. And like I made mention in the book, in the part 1 of this video, I said, can you imagine? Jacob served Leah for 7 years. Actually, it was 14 years. He served 7 years for Rachel. And then the father dribbled him and gave him Leah. And then after the whole deal, he said, do you want Rachel? Still want Rachel? Another 7 years. He said, no problem, 7 years. And the Bible said the 7 years was to Jacob as if it was 7 days. That's what, if you understand those, you can tell. I've mentioned it before. Investors make big on their investment because they have a good understanding of risk management. There is how much you can take. If you know it, you can avoid heartbreaks. You can avoid disasters. And one of the indications you can see is how you enjoy the company of the person. I wonder, I say, oh my God, where are these folks coming from? Is it the same Bible we read that you see people behave as if their brains have nothing inside? I'm not being insulted, but look around us. Why are we failing so willfully? Why is that? So, the failure in marriage around churches is so massive that it has become even a concern to the unbelieving world. That's it. It's a concern. It bothers me as a pastor. And I'm telling you, there are mistakes that we made when we were growing up because, oh, I didn't know this. Let me let you know this. And this is why I believe that my videos, I believe that I give the best to every of our content we put out there. So let me put something that is personal out here for this video to encourage you. I met my wife from the day I proposed to her to the day I married her was 90 days. With a period of 90 days. Why? I've just broken off from a relationship that I've had for more than a year because the person said he has found someone who was more financially buoyant than I, and I was just a pastor. And then what was my salary? But he met this business guy, and then the guy has money, and then he just walked out on me. I said, well, good, since he gave me the properties I bought for her, and it was 1 month to my wedding. And because I was pastoring already in that church, I've looked around and I've seen ladies that I believe that maybe I've known. And then when I have to make that decision, I just made the decision, this is the person I want to go with. And that's how we got married. We didn't have time to study on that, but we've lived for over 17 years of our marriage. In this 2019 will be 18 years of our marriage. At the time of this video, we are just about a month and some weeks to be 18 years that we've been married. I've never laid hands on my wife. We've had our troubles of the misunderstanding of because one, we didn't know each other very well. We didn't have time to invest and then try to do. So some of the things that I'm telling you now, I'll learn them along the way. But you that you are young and you are about to get into a marriage relationship, either your previous marriage has failed and you are about to get into a new one, this will be of great benefit. You won't suffer the things that we have to learn with my wife, how to, because of, you know what, I love my wife. I want to make sure that we are okay. I've never reported my wife to a mortal man on planet Earth, not even my senior pastors, not the bishops that I have served under, because I agreed with her. Part of our agreement was this: if I do anything wrong to you, tell me what it is. And if you do anything wrong, I will put it on the table that this is what I do not want. And that has helped us. My own mother, biological mother, will ask me, your senior brothers married, they've had problems, we have to settle their wife. Don't you quarrel with your wife? I say, Mama, that's not actually really your business. It is our business. If I can't control my wife, then I should be able to tell you. But for now, we are doing good. You see, I wonder, I've never seen you people quarreling. I've never heard you people have not complained. Why? I made that decision and it has helped me. But I will tell you that there have been challenges because I didn't know some of the things that I know today. But as a Christian, as a believer, we've also used the scriptures to be able to help us. And I'm telling you that it was love as first. When I turned that I was going to get married in the church I was pastoring at that time, she was one of the persons that stood out. They, not as if I've not seen other ladies. They have seen other ladies. And there were issues and of that. But this is it. So now that I've known better, I should not allow you to go through what we went through. This is my sincere reason for putting out those videos. I tell you that sometimes after pastoring and counseling people, I go home, I find it difficult to sleep. I remember that's what the portion of, there's a portion of the scripture that says that it became ill with Moses because of the people. I will wonder, you will see women. I just watched on a video of recent how a young lady poisoned the husband, whether it's a boyfriend or whatever, but poisoned the man and recorded it as the man was dying, and she had the guts to post it online. That's to tell you how people can be terrible if you find yourself in it. I've practically seen a woman whose husband locked her in the house and poured petrol and set the house on fire at the door. I won't want you to go through such. I believe that God called me to ministry to be a blessing to mankind, and one of the ways I can present that loving kindness of God to you to make your life experience better things is to give you the truth, not this mainstream preaching where they will sugarcoat things, threaten you with hellfire when it comes to the issue of sex and pleasure, because there are scriptures. In fact, 99% of the time you will hear the subject sex in church is either they are warning people on adultery, warning people on fornication, warning people how having a sex can make you teenagers have unwanted pregnancy. They will never talk about the beauty of sex, the pleasure that is in sex, that the highest form of pleasure you will ever enjoy in your body is sex. Is the reason why no matter how we scream and shout at people, if they didn't get it right, they will still cheat and come and pretend in the church as if nothing has happened. You don't blame them. When I just heard that a man of God, his marriage has crashed, and he was talking about how that the wife cheated on him and had a child, and he too one he have done. I say the issue, and people will be criticizing the man. I that's not the right thing. The right thing to do is to find why are things the way they are. Is because church has made sex a secret, and so people will hide in the corner. Have you seen people who will criticize prostitutes in the open, but they watch pornography in the night? So number three thing that I have to say, you enjoy the presence of your partner so much that you are just in a zone where there is no time. That will carry on when you get even into the marriage relationship. He will be a friend that when you are together, you rub your minds together, you share ideas together, you plan for the future together, you set goals together, and then you see how to invest in your children. It becomes an exciting life experience. But if you are tolerating the presence of the person you claim you want to get married to, either maybe you feel bored, you are tired of being a single person, and you don't, let me just get out of this mess, you will get into a mess that is bigger than the one you are. Because when he gives you that heartbreak, when she gives you that heartbreak, you will look at the investment that you have put in the relationship. Even if you, of course, they didn't have that much, because if you are giving much investment, you would have checked whether he's the kind of person you will invest in or not. But at least the little that you have, you will see that it's wasted. But I pray that that will not be your own portion. And the only way that that will not be your own portion is not just saying prayers, it's doing things the right way. Check out these three fundamental principles. Love at first sight. People will kill for it. Why was Rachel not even a godly person? When she was leaving her father's house following Jacob, she even carried idols and hid them under her underwears. Yet Jacob married her, and they had a blissful marriage that Jacob loved Rachel for life. What about David? David loved Bathsheba for life, that the son of the woman that was married in a very terrible circumstance became the king of Israel. So many examples. Development, investment. How we see investing in your life. You invest, set goal. You know where you're going. And then you've gotten a person who you want to be a part of that journey. You bring the things that you have set as goal, as part of educating the person. This is where I'm going. If a young man can't show you where he's going and what he wants to do with his life, don't even consider marrying him. Don't open your leg to say, let's have sex for what? And then love his company. Those three things will solidify your relationship and will make your children to be glad that their parents were God-fearing people. Don't allow this religious talk. I will not want to go into it so that I don't gather more hate for myself as a person and for this channel. So let me just leave it better. Most of what you have heard, we have few scriptures, and it's for a deliberate purpose. Marriage is of the flesh. Sex is of the flesh. Understanding how the Bible said we should treat our bodies and how it should be done is what will make you succeed. So, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell, and see you on YouTube.